Alright, we're back, because who the fuck knows? But to answer your question, Camden, the light rail is going to take 3 days to get to your first destination, and then from there, it's going to take 7 days to get to Rockin' Draw.
Alright, so I take it I could take a long rest then?
Oh yeah, you guys definitely going to have a long rest.
Cool.
Yay.
Yeah, that's what I do. Long rest.
Long rest.
Alright. So, the 3 days on the light rail go by smooth and nothing really happens. But you guys reach a small little inland town that's on the border of your guys' main country and Drogon. And you got some people leave and some more soldiers join the caravan. And within a few hours of disembarking, you each are supplied with either a horse or a pony, whichever one best suits you.
Horse.
Horse.
Pony.
You can take a horse, Camden. No one's saying you can't.
I want Bill Oni, my pony.
All right. And then you guys are placed kind of in the center of the caravan to guard it. And the first 3-4 days, nothing eventful happens. It's nice and easygoing. For a goblin homeland, it's actually really nice scenery. Like there's nice trees and some cool rivers. They kind of flow like a greenish blue color. It's grasslands. It looks like North Dakota in the fall.
Wow.
But on the morning of the 5th day, I need all of you to give me a perception check.
Alright.
See, it popped up right now on my thing.
That cool.
Perception thing?
Yes, perception, please.
Right. I know I'm good at that. No, I'm not.
I got 22.
22?
Yep.
19 total for me.
Camden?
Perception plus 120 for me.
All right, cool. So the 3 of you notice, you guys are kind of in like a small ravine of sorts, like between 2 hills that kind of crest. And all 3 of you noticed on the hill to your right side, there is what appears to be a small figure. And within a matter of moments, more start popping up on the hill. And soon after that, you all hear a loud horn sound. And each of you recognize this as a battle horn, or horn, however you better know it as. And from the cresting down hill, you will see what appears to be a horde, like a giant war party of goblinoids just rushing the caravan.
What the fuck?
Heading your guys' way towards the center, you see 3 or 5 goblins that have kind of formed up. In the center is a smaller, it's a goblin-sized goblin, so like a small creature. But this fucker looks so not like a goblin. I'm talking, he's in like a Spartan helmet. He's got breastplate armor on. he even has a long sword, which goblins are not known for having. And he points to the floor around him, and he kind of shouts out, "Takaki, Fugata, Nachikato!" That sounded Asian. It's not Asian. And the four around him start running your guys' direction. And as they get closer, these other four goblins, they are. You've seen goblins. They're like, the dwarf size over there. They're small little things.
Right.
These fuckers are like as tall as, normal people.
The fuck. Alright.
So they get to about 30 feet away from you all before I need initiative rolls. If any of you have a ranged weapon, you can get a free shot off first.
I actually have two.
Uh,
I have.
Technically, I could throw some hand axes.
I have a crossbow and I have a spiritual weapon I can throw.
The spiritual weapon's a spell.
Yeah, that's true. I'll just use my bow. Maybe a bolt. My crossbow. You know what I fucking mean.
All right, well, I'm gonna toss some hand axes at him.
Okay. So each of you go ahead and give me a ranged attack roll.
Let's be on D20.
Yep, that's going to be a D20 plus your ranged weapon.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20. There you go. Can you see it?
Yep.
All right, plus 3. So I definitely hit the guy.
Oh yeah. Who are you shooting at, by the way?
Whoever is the one leading the like we're talking. If they're targeting at us, whoever's the closest to us.
Okay. So you're gonna hit the guy in the plate armor. You're gonna aim for him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm aiming for him.
Camden or Thorman?
Whatever one's like. There's 4 on us, right? Like within 30 feet. You said?
There's 5 of them within 30 feet. There's the small little guy in a breastplate and looks like a goblin.
I'm gonna hit breastplate boy.
All right.
And I rolled the 19 plus 5, 24.
Okay, so both of you hit him. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
Mine is a damage for 4. Total 4.
Mine is 9 total.
Okay. So,
Adam, did you double your damage for rolling a 20?
Yeah.
Oh, I got. Well, then it's a 6 then.
Okay. So as this armored guy gets within each of your ranges, you each take a shot, one with a crossbow, and one of them you take your hand axe and hurl it at this guy. And you both hit around the same time, and this goblin just kind of slams into the floor and doesn't move.
Nice.
You ever fucking come pointing, yelling fucking Panda Express orders at me?
All right. Now do we roll initiative?
All right, let's keep the range just a little bit. Yeah, now roll initiative. But let's
I think it sounded
We're
like
filming here, gentlemen. Let's keep this professional. All right, here we go. Oh my god! I like a 2. All right. 1.
got 14.
Okay. Josh?
I got a 22.
Stupid no decks.
If you need more dice, Cam, I have more in here.
No decks. I don't have an initiative modifier.
That's
0.
Using a different die now.
Gotcha. Well, I write down these initiatives. When the Monday game comes around next week, you can go ahead and do that to those goblins if you find any, Camden, because I made them based off Middle Eastern descent. So I don't know why this one sounded like a.
I don't know. That's what it sounded like.
Look,
Oh yeah, we're not playing tomorrow, are we?
No, we are not playing tomorrow.
Okay.
But Josh, you are first.
So there's 4 left.
There are 4 big boys running down on you, and each of these guys has a tree trunk in their arms.
A tree trunk.
That's what it looks like.
Alright, I want to get down off my horse and pull out my weapons.
Okay. That'll be dismounting will be your action or be your bonus, and drawing will be part of the weapon attack. So just got your movement and your attack action if you so desire.
I'm going to go for the closest one.
All right, so you run up to meet one of these guys, and I'm going to roll to see which one that is. Okay. So go ahead and make an attack roll against him.
18 for the longsword.
You only get the longsword this round because you're using your bonus action to dismount.
Okay, that's fine.
But the 18 does hit.
10.
10?
Yep.
Okay. So you run up to this guy. Nice. You run up to this guy and you just swing once. And you may or may not have invented golf in Eberron. Because you see his head just fly and land like in a hole.
Yay, decapitation.
Yeah. Next, one of the other goblins near you, Redgrave, he's going to go ahead and kind of stop and take a swing at you with this giant tree trunk. That is a 16 against your armor class.
Barely hits.
Okay. How much do the giant tree trunks do? All right. So it hits you for 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
One of the others is going to run. He's about 20 feet away from you in a line, but he's going to keep running towards the. He's going to run towards the horse that you dismounted, and just take a swing at the horse.
Why is he going for my horse?
Not only does he go for the horse, but he kind of makes horse stew, and he just like swings at this thing, and you can hear, all 3 of you hear this actually. There's a loud audible like cracking sound as the horse's back just kind of bends in two.
He killed my horse. The son of...
I'm like, I can save it.
Thorman, you are up.
Now, I didn't get off my horse when I made my attacks the first time?
No.
Well, then I guess I'm going to charge in on my horsey horse.
If you
No.
wanted to, you could. Let me back on that. If you wanted to have gotten off, you could have.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to throw a hand axe from the back of a horse. That would have been, kind of disadvantagey.
Okay. So yeah, you got off and then chucked it up the hill.
Okay, then I'm going to run at the one that just took out his horse and just mollywomp his face in with my great axe.
Go for it. Roll to see if you can hit this guy. Hit this horse killer.
Killed his horse. How dare you? That's 17 plus 5 is 22.
Holy hell, does that hit?
And that is 15 points of damage. Because I didn't fucking rage.
That's still good enough. You run up behind him and you don't even say anything. You just swing at his back and cleave him like clean in half.
Now,
What's up?
frenzy attack, is that always, is that like a passive?
Let me
Or
go
is it
double check that.
Or is it a bonus action? Because it just says, while in a frenzy, you make a single melee attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one. So I'm guessing it's a bonus action to cast frenzy or to go into a frenzy?
Yeah, when you so it's basically when you go into a rage, you can as long as you're raging, you can make a single melee attack as a bonus action.
Okay, so I get 2 attacks.
If you're raging, yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I'm raging, frenzy gives me 2 attacks.
Correct. It also lets you suffer 1 point of exhaustion. Just keep that in mind.
Does it? Oh, they need to put that in this ditch because I don't see that. But all right,
Yeah, it's right here in the player's handbook.
all
When
right,
you rage and since you suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
all right. Sounds good. All right. Well, then I'll just bonus action rage after I beat his face in because I got to taste the blood.
Okay. Well, he's gone. There is another one on the heel, and you know, goblins really love elf. Like elf is a delicacy to them, so he's gonna go after Redgrave.
Okay.
17 against your AC, Redgrave,
Hits.
and he's only gonna do 5 points of bludgeoning damage as the tree trunk just kind of glances off your shoulder.
Okay.
Doc, you're up.
Yeah. How many are still up?
The ones that are fighting you, there are 2.
There's 2 on me.
There's 2 that are standing up. Both of
Okay.
them seem to be about 30 feet away fighting Redgrave at the moment.
So there's 2 on him.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Then. And they're both right at him. Like they're both like close. Like
Yeah. Yeah, they're right on him.
This makes things difficult. All right. That's the only one I see. Just those 2 on him. Because I took out one, and then the other dude took out the other one, right?
Yeah, these are the only 2 that are a threat to you at the moment. I mean, there's other things going on in the there's others that are attacking the caravan,
But these are the ones that we're focused on.
Yeah, these are the ones that you guys are focused on.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna fire one. Huh?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say if you wanted to use your action to just take a pot shot at one of the other goblins, you know, you can. But they're not a threat at the moment.
No. I'm gonna focus on which ones are the threat. I'll shoot one towards red. I'll shoot one of the guys on reds. Whatever the one's on his right, I'll shoot.
All right. So go ahead and make that roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Just because you're trying not to hit him, and they're within melee of him.
All right, here we go.
And Red catches a bolt right in the back.
No.
Please don't.
Your lack of faith in me is very disturbing.
I know you won't hit me at him.
I rolled an 11 and a 12, and I'm a +3, so 14 for the 11 since I have to take the lowest one.
That hits one of the brutes.
Nice. All right, here we go. Plus, I don't know why I'm stuck on 4 for damage today, but it's fucking 4. So.
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You hit him like you take a second and you breathe and you focus and you pull the lever.
Yeah, lever.
Trigger lever.
Yeah.
And it shoots and hits and catches one of the brutes in the upper right shoulder.
I love that shoulder.
But Redgrave, it is your turn.
I have 2 on me.
You have 2 on you. One was just hit with a crossbow bolt.
I'm gonna go for the other one then.
You had to think about if you said that right or not. You said crossbow bolt.
And I'm going to hit him twice. Once with my long sword and my dagger.
Okay.
Natural 20 for the long sword.
Cool.
Ah,
I'm just
all right,
gonna go ahead.
I
And
got to
save it.
reroll that. And 23 for my dagger.
All right, look. Go ahead and roll me damage.
16. 18 for the long sword.
Okay.
And 4 for the dagger.
So you go to swing at this guy, and you take your dagger and just kind of poke him to the left a little bit, as your longsword just kind of sinks in, and you're pushing with your dagger forward as the longsword blade is just cutting into his neck, and eventually he just kind of stops struggling and
Dice.
just goes limp. Yeah.
Then his friend starts singing. It's so hard to say goodbye.
The goblin that's on you still, Redgrave, he's angry.
He's pissed.
He's gonna use his bonus action to rage because he just lost a bunch of his friends,
So angry.
and she's gonna go ahead and use a reckless attack on you.
It's a barbarian.
So that is a 17 against Tracy.
Hits.
Okay. He's gonna do 9 points of bludgeoning against you, Redgrave.
Okay.
As you see him kind of like hulk out a little bit, and he just smashes a tree trunk into you.
There's a tree
But-
trunk.
Yeah.
But it is turn, Thurman.
I'm going. Just call me Thor.
Thor. Got it.
I'm gonna run up on the one that just hit him with a tree trunk and just golf swing my great axe.
Okay.
It seems we do a lot of decapitation in this campaign.
And that is a hit plus bonus. This is a 17.
17?
Yeah.
That will hit.
Right. 17 plus 12 plus. Okay.
You forgot to rage again.
No, I raised it the last turn.
Oh, okay.
It's 12 plus 3 is 15 plus 2 is 17. 17 points of damage.
All right, so yeah, you go up, and normally goblins are within your height to kind of swing and hit their heads. But this guy, this is a big boy, so you lob forward and end up taking both his knees off, and he just kind of falls down and looks at you, and then just slowly falls forward as he's just bleeding out profusely.
My turn, right?
It would be if there were any other goblins. You guys take a second to look around as you finish your little section and notice that the rest of the caravan soldiers seem to have driven back this goblin army.
Cool. All right. Well, we got that taken care of. So, I know. I wanna try to save the horse. Can I possibly do that?
Do you have spare the dying by any chance?
Huh?
Do you have the cantrip known as spare the dying?
Actually, I do not. So I guess I can't save it. I tried.
Yeah, this horse is profusely.
I'm dead.
He's
Well,
dead.
I can heal him. I go to you. I go, hey. I think we should save those potions for something desperately needed. So for this, I'm going to have to touch you.
Okay.
Wow, just like that. Okay, I like it. He's a trooper. Let's explore. I love it. All right. I say relax, close your eyes, don't get freaked out. Things will all be fine. And I use my cure wounds on my second level.
Second level?
Huh? Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and roll 2d8s, I believe.
Yes, it is 2d8s plus 2. So
Plus 2, and then also add another 4 because of Life Cleric.
So total is 5 plus 2, 7 plus 4 is 11. So he gets back 11. So I'm not sure if that brings him close to where he was at or.
Yeah, it brings me really close.
How many times did I use this, Walter? Is it like Roll Masters where I have a certain limit of time?
Yeah. On your character sheet, if you go to the spell section, you're gonna notice that it has slots. And that's how many second level slots you have and how many first level slots you have.
Okay. And I get these back by doing a long rest?
A long rest, correct.
Okay, so so I use one. And then I know you're fine, right? You're good. You can walk and you're not dying. Do you need me to touch you again?
No.
And when I say that, I got this. Do you need me to touch you again? Just like that. Just like that. Y'all see that? Here, I'll do it one more time. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Again.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay, see, right? He had to think about it. All right? I'm just saying. His character street says that he's straight. I don't know. He had to think about it one more time.
No, I'm good.
So you guys, you guys, it takes a few minutes for the caravan to get back underway. Redgrave, you now have to sit in the front of the wagon that you're supposed to guard because your horse is kind of sadly no more.
Well, I tell you what. I tell Redgrave, I go, Redgrave, you are honestly the warrior. I shoot from afar. So how about you take my horse, strategy thinker. You take my horse, and I'll sit in the front seat, and I can just be picking people off with my bow and arrow. But before we leave, I want to do an investigation or whatever I have to do to find my 2 bolts I fired.
I want to loot the bodies.
All right. So go ahead and give me an investigation check, Doc, and same for you, Thor.
All right, let me get back to
Nat 20.
I'm gonna have like fucking side eye after this.
Investigation.
I don't know where my camera. I can't see. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it. We're good.
See it. You're good. And I rolled 1206, so I'm pretty sure I didn't find shit.
Yeah, nope, you didn't find your bolts.
Damn.
But you do have 80 in the backpack.
I thought those are arrows. I thought those are completely different.
Oh, there's 80 bolts and 80 arrows.
80 bolts and 80 arrows. Okay, so I'm fine right now. I'm just gonna write down though right now that I'm down 2. So just in case I get low, then I'll take one off. I'll take one from the back. I don't want to be going through I don't want to be going through our equipment like that right now.
And then Thor, as you're scavenging the goblins while everybody's cleaning up, you find a total of 91 silver pieces.
91 silver pieces.
18.
Okay. So the rest, as the caravan picks up and leaves, the rest of the day is uneventful. And when you each go to bed that night, you each wake up feeling refreshed than usual. You feel a bit stronger, even more healthier. So we're gonna go ahead and take a little break here, real quick.